Indeed we do. We got news that is real, serious, fun, strange, and fascinating. Let's see what we got on today's show.
Tropical Cyclone Narelle has been making headlines across Australia, bringing destructive winds, heavy rain, and flooding to parts of Queensland and beyond.
Fuel prices are rising around the world with shortages reported in some areas.
Renewable energy is also on the rise, with more countries reaching record levels of clean energy from solar and wind power.
And in more positive news, a species of giant tortoises has made a remarkable comeback, returning to parts of the wild after being gone for hundreds of years.
And those are the top stories for today, while there also may be a weird story among us. Without further ado, let the show begin!
And now, this is Tom and Ben News, hosted by Tom and Ben.
So let's begin with our first top story today, which is Tropical Cyclone Narelle has been making headlines across Australia, bringing severe weather and dangerous conditions to parts of the country.
The storm has impacted Queensland and surrounding regions with heavy rainfall, strong winds, and flooding reported in several areas. Let's take a closer look.
Tropical Cyclone Narelle has swept across parts of Australia, bringing powerful winds, intense rainfall, and widespread disruption. The system developed off the coast before moving inland, impacting regions of Queensland with heavy storms and dangerous weather conditions. Authorities issued warnings as the cyclone approached, urging residents in affected areas to prepare for strong winds, flash flooding, and possible damage to homes and infrastructure. As the storm made landfall, heavy rainfall quickly led to flooding in several communities. Roads became submerged, making travel difficult and, in some cases, impossible. Emergency crews responded to multiple incidents, including fallen trees, damaged buildings, and power outages affecting homes and businesses. In some areas, residents were advised to evacuate or move to safer locations as water levels continue to rise. Weather experts say cyclones like Narelle can be unpredictable, often changing direction or intensity as they move across land. Even after its weakening, the system continued to bring heavy rain and strong winds, prolonging the impact on affected communities. Authorities have reminded the public to stay informed through official updates, avoid flood roads, and follow safety advice as conditions continue to develop. While recovery efforts are now underway in some regions, others remain on alert as the weather system continues to move across parts of the country. Events like this highlight the challenges of extreme weather and the importance of preparation, as communities work together to respond and recover.
Definitely a tough situation for those who are affected by this disaster.
Yeah, and a reminder of just how powerful these weather systems can be. Alright, let's move on to our next story.
Now to another major top story that's affecting people around the world. Fuel prices are on the rise, with drivers seeing higher costs at gas stations in recent weeks.
Experts say a combination of global supply concerns and rising demands is pushing up prices up. Take a look.
Fuel prices have been increasing across the world, placing added pressure on households and businesses. In recent weeks, petrol and diesel costs have surged, with some areas reporting noticeable price spikes at service stations. Experts say the rise is being driven by a combination of global factors, including supply disruptions, increased demand, and ongoing tensions in key oil-producing regions. The reason is because oil is traded on a global market. Even events happening overseas can quickly impact prices locally. As fuel costs increase, the effects are being felt beyond just drivers. Transport companies, delivery services, and airlines are also facing higher operating costs. This can lead to rising prices for everyday goods, including food and essential items, as businesses pass on the increased costs to consumers. In some regions, concerns have also been raised about supply shortages, with certain petrol stations experiencing low stock levels. Governments and industry leaders are closely monitoring the situation, with discussions around possible solutions to stabilize supply and manage rising costs. Financial experts say fuel prices can fluctuate quickly, depending on global conditions, and may continue to change in the coming weeks. For now, many households are adjusting their budgets as they deal with the impact of higher fuel prices. Authorities are encouraging people to stay informed and plan ahead, especially as the situation continues to develop.
Yeah, definitely something people are feeling right now, especially with how much we rely on transport every day.
Well, hopefully we'll see some relief soon. Anyway, let's move on.
Now for something a little different. By that, I mean really different.
In the United States, people have been celebrating the start of sailing season in a very unusual way by burning their socks.
This tradition takes place in Annapolis, Maryland, where sailors gather to mark the end of winter and the beginning of warmer weather. And instead of just enjoying the sunshine like normal people, they throw their socks into a fire.
Apparently, the idea is that once winter's over, you don't need socks anymore, so you burn them to celebrate, which raises a very important question. What are they wearing on their feet after that?
Actually, yeah, I don't think they thought that far ahead. Look, I get celebrating the warm weather, but setting your socks on fire feels a little extreme.
Facts. For me, I just take them off and put them in my dog water bowl to get them clean.
Don't you have a washing machine?
I am poor, Tom.
What the f-
Now let's check in with Ginger for a look at the weather. Ginger, what's it looking out there?
Thank you, Ben, and hello again to all of you. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look at the weather across Australia and the US, starting with Australia. In Sydney, expect a cloudy and windy weekend with temperatures sitting around the low 20s. Rain is likely on today and Sunday before things clear up early next week. Melbourne is looking a bit cooler with partly cloudy skies and some showers moving in early next week. Temperatures will stay in the mid to high teens. And in Brisbane, it's warm and humid with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. There's a chance of rain over the weekend, but plenty of sunshine is expected heading into next week. Now over to the United States. In New York, it's a cold and wet few days ahead, with rain and even some snow possible over the weekend. Temperatures will stay low around single digits. Chicago is also seeing some rough weather, with rain, wind, and cooler conditions expected before things begin to settle midweek. And in Los Angeles, it's a much brighter story, with mostly sunny skies with warm temperatures reaching the mid to high 20s throughout the week. So whether you're dealing with storms, sunshine, or something in between, make sure to stay prepared and plan ahead. Well, that's your latest weather update. Back to you guys. Thank you, Ginger. And well, we're now going to be taking a break. Coming up next is our third top story, which is a breakthrough in renewable energy, and our final top story of a heartwarming comeback of a giant tortoise.
And also, we will have Tyler giving you the latest sports highlights and Pierre bringing you the latest entertainment news. We will be back after this short break.
Welcome back. Now to a story that could shape the future of our planet.
Indeed it could. Renewable energy is breaking records around the world, with more countries turning to cleaner power sources than ever before. Let's take a dive into the story.
In a major shift toward a cleaner future, renewable energy is reaching record-breaking levels across the globe. From solar and wind to hydroelectric power, countries are rapidly increasing their use of energy sources that don't rely on fossil fuels. Solar energy has seen some of the biggest growth. Massive solar farms are being built across deserts, rooftops, and cities, capturing sunlight and turning it into electricity. In some regions, solar power is now one of the cheapest forms of energy available. Wind energy is also expanding fast, with giant turbines being installed both on land and out at sea. These turbines can power thousands of homes using nothing but the wind. Experts say that in several countries, renewable energy now makes up a significant portion of total electricity production, with some even reaching record highs in recent months. This shift is helping reduce greenhouse gas emissions, which are one of the main causes of climate change. By using cleaner energy, countries are working to lower pollution and protect the environment for future generations. At the same time, the renewable energy industry is creating new jobs, from engineering and construction to maintenance and technology development. Countries like Australia and the United States are investing heavily in renewable infrastructure, with new projects being announced and completed every year. While challenges still remain, including storage, cost, and reliability, the progress being made is a strong sign of what the future could look like. A future powered not by fossils, but by the natural forces of the earth. And for many, that future is already beginning.
That is seriously impressive.
Yeah, turning sunlight and wind into power? That's basically real-life science fiction. Okay, now it's time for some sports highlights. For that, we go over to Tyler.
Thanks, guys, and hello again, sports nerds. Hope you guys had a great week. A lot has happened this week, so let's get into it. First up, World Cup qualifiers are heating up, with countries battling for the final spots in the tournament. Iraq has officially qualified after a huge win, marking their return to the World Cup after decades. And it's not just them. DR Congo has also secured a place, making their first appearance in years. This is where the pressure is at its highest. One match can decide everything. But not everyone is celebrating. Italy, one of the biggest football nations in the world, has failed to qualify for the World Cup again. That makes it 3 times in a row. The result has caused massive backlash, with the country's football federation president stepping down. For fans, it's shocking. For the team, it's back to rebuilding. Now here's something big for Australia. The NFL is making a move, pushing for flag football to be included in the Brisbane 2032 Olympics. It's part of a global expansion plan, bringing American football to new audiences. And with Australia hosting the Olympics, this could be a huge moment for the sport. And finally, cricket fans, this one's for you. The IPL 2026 season is underway, with major matches coming up this month. But there's been a big setback. Legend MS Dhoni is currently out with an injury, leaving fans and his team wondering how things will play out. One thing's for sure, this season is already heating up. And that's the sports highlights of the week. Can't wait to see what comes next. And with that, back over to you, Tom and Ben. Thank you, Tyler, and we will see you next week. Now for our final top story of the day is a story that's giving hope to conservationists around the world.
That's right, a giant tortoise species once on the brink of extinction is making an incredible comeback, which is something you don't hear every day.
Conservation teams have been working for years to protect these tortoises, helping them breed, survive, and return to their natural habitats. And now those efforts are starting to pay off.
New populations are growing, and more tortoises are being seen in the wild again. And it's not just about one species, this is a big win for wildlife conservation as a whole.
It shows that if people actually put in the effort, things can change. Species that were once on the edge of disappearing can recover.
And let's be honest, who wouldn't want more giant tortoises in the world?
Ben, that was terrible. Come on. You gotta have better one than that, okay? No one is here for that kind of dumb humor.
Oh, sorry. Thought that would be a good one, but okay. Anyway, let's move on to Pierre giving you the latest entertainment and pop culture news. Take it away, Pierre.
Thank you, Tom and Ben, and good afternoon to all of you. Let's see what's been happening in the world of entertainment. A new prequel film is officially in development following the success of the hit movie Weapons. The film, titled Gladius, will explore the backstory of one of the movie's most talked about characters. This comes after a major awards win, showing just how popular the film has become. In celebrity news, actress and singer Hailee Steinfeld has welcomed her first child. The announcement has been met with excitement from fans around the world, marking a new chapter in her life. And finally, streaming platforms are packed this month with new releases. Major shows like The Boys and Euphoria are returning, alongside brand new series and films. With so many options available, viewers have more to watch than ever before. And that's your latest entertainment and pop culture news. Stay safe and see you all next week. Thank you, Pierre, and hope you stay safe as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got today.
Man, did we cover some interesting stories, and even an odd one. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay informed.
And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye, everyone. Hey, Ben, can you check this out real quick?
What? What is it?
I don't know, it's this thing I found in the laundry.